In this beautiful journey of life, there are two powers going on side by side. First power is human power, and second power is universal power. Universal power, visualize that in winter time when it's snowing and the trees are nicely covered with the snow. What a beautiful sight it is. It's pleasant to the eyes. It's so calming. It's so well balanced. And it's done with such a speed. It looks so natural. Universal power. There's no human intervention in it. Almost everyone looks at it and praises it. Wow, how beautiful. That's universal power. It has the speed, it has the quality, it has the balance, it has the beauty, and it soothes everybody's eyes. It has it all. Nothing is missing. And then human power. If we have to take the same tree and decorate it with human power, it can take much longer. It may not be as pretty. It may not be as soothing. It cannot have the same perfection. And it may not be soothing to everyone. For some people, they might be very appreciative and others may not like it. It's not because it's not universal. So huge difference. But in this journey of life, we keep moving only with human power. You know why? Because we are not aware that the universal power also exists. It's the absence of this knowledge that makes us run only with human power. And what happens as we are only working with our individual power, worldly power, human power, with age, we start to deplete our energy. With age, our productivity, creativity starts to go down. With age, we start to lose our energy, our strength, our confidence. Let's try to understand this in a more deeper way. Think about an express lane and a local lane. If we are in downtown Chicago and we have to go to O'Hare Airport, from downtown to O'Hare, there is an express lane and then there is a local lane. And there are big boards right above those two lanes directing the traffic, that if you want to go faster, take express lane, and if you want to go slow, then go with local lane. And because the billboards are there, we follow that and we get there with a speed that we like. We make that choice. But the irony of life is that there are no billboards teaching us that there is a human power and there is a universal power. No school, no university teaches us about these two powers, Because we don't learn it, because the media doesn't advertise it, because it's not part of our academic practice, we only know one way, and that is human way, worldly way of living life. And that's when we are visited by failures and rejections and pains and miseries in life. But when we connect with this universal power, how do we connect? First, we need to know this exists. So we need to make an effort to gain this higher wisdom, this higher knowledge. Connect with the source that continuously is teaching us more and more about this higher power. And as we learn about this power, then we start making the right choice of running our life with this universal power. As we connect with it, as we become one with it, we start to feel that our energy stays intact, our confidence stays intact, our wisdom, our clarity increases with age. And we come out with solutions to challenging situations, and we shock ourselves that, oh my God, I came up with this. Brilliant ideas start to flow through our mind. Excellence start to flow through our mind. Everything that we do is so perfect that everyone can notice the difference between what we do compared to others. We rise above the world. And we do that with the power and knowledge of yoga. But there has to be a constant wisdom that we connect with. Think, worldly power is advertised through media 24/7. TV, radio, computers, books, advertisement, wherever we go, it's always occupying our mind all the time, so there's no space left for anything else. So we have to make the effort to connect with the source that is continuously downloading that information in us. Higher wisdom, universal power. And once we know and we start creating interest and we start connecting through yogic practices with that power, miracles start to happen in our life. It's the same me, it's the same world around me, but I'm so much more happier, I'm so much more joyful. I'm seeing the world becoming more and more beautiful. I look forward to the next day with so much spark, so much energy, so much enthusiasm in my life. I'm always dancing with joy because I'm flying so high with this power. I'm living in higher consciousness. And yes, it happens. But we have to make some effort for it. Think about it. When we build a house, we don't just leave it like that. When we build a house, every year we make sure we are doing maintenance, not just from the outside. We maintain the house from outside as well as from inside to maintain the value of that house. A property that is maintained well from out and in is what appreciates the most in life. We get higher price for it. Same with the car. When we buy a car, we make sure that we maintain the outer body and the inner body. We don't just pay attention to the outer body and leave that inner system, inner engine and brakes and accelerator, all that. We pay attention to that too. of our lives is that we don't apply the same formula to our life, our body. Yes, we deck it up from outside, which is great. We all should be presentable. But the most important thing is that inner power, that inner beauty. That we make sure that the outer is perfectly maintained. The inner also is beautifully decorated. And when I say beautifully decorated, that we must decorate it with forgiveness, with love, with passion, with trust, with positivity, with purity, with wisdom, with intellectual knowledge. So there is that, all of that is in here, within us. And when all of that is here, that's when our outer life is reflected with so much light, so much glow, so much wisdom, so much clarity, that people look at us and say, oh my goodness, look at her, look at him. She stands out in this crowd. He stands out in this crowd. He's glowing. He looks so happy. Everything what she touches, it's perfect. That becomes our second nature. We don't have to make any effort to it. It just happens. But to do that, the single most important thing that we must have in our life, and that is continuity. In Sanskrit, it's called Nirantarta. Continuity is very important in life. We cannot just do this part-time business that, okay, I came to the session today and then for a whole year I'm good because I've absorbed everything. Whichever source or entity you want to connect, stay connected and continuously gain that wisdom, because don't forget, outside world is occupying us 24/7. We have to create that balance so that we hear at least once a week this higher knowledge, higher wisdom that we connect with, so that there is a balance that's maintained from our inner life and outer life. Continuity is everything in life. Think about it. It's that continuity that gets the baby fully formed in 9 months. Continued growth in mom's womb. And baby is well formed. When we go to school, from kindergarten to high school, continuously we go from day one and we graduate. If we want to become engineer or doctor, then after graduation, continuously we go for further studies and we gain that degree. And if we skip, we never get there. Same way, if we want our life to be on a cruise control, if we want our life to be filled with so much joy, that whatever we dream for, it becomes a reality, then there has to be continuity in it. Continued effort to gain more knowledge, continued effort to create that clarity of mind, continued effort to connect with this universal power that we all carry within us. It's very important. Because mind you, one thing God has given us equally, and that is 24 hours in a day. We all have 24 hours in a day. There is no differentiation that one has more than the other. We all have it. Now, how do we use that time? How do we divide that day so that there is balance that we are achieving on a daily basis? How do we use that time to make the right choices every moment of our life? is something that depends upon us. And our choices depend upon how much wiser we are. What's the power of our mind? How knowledgeable we are in regards to spiritual world, yogic world, about this universal power that we all carry, but we don't know it. Or if we know it, we are not using it. So, 24 hours, if we start utilizing that time wisely, it makes us different than others. It puts a beautiful smile on our face. There are no regrets at the end of the day. That we lived each day fully. We feel so happy. Now let's think this through. That in this outer world, whenever there is a sale going on, 2 for the price of 1. Anytime we look at the paper and we see there is a sale going on, 2 for the price of 1. We've seen during Thanksgiving time, right? After Thanksgiving Day, huge lines trying to get 2 for 1. Same thing is happening in the inner world, that when we understand about this universal power and we connect with that, we get 2 for 1. That once we start with the right connection, then the outer world is at our feet. We really don't have to make much effort to bring success in the outer world, because our life is flowing from in to out. Inner wisdom, inner peace, inner clarity, inner happiness takes us to anywhere we want to. Anything you wish for, your actions are directed towards that direction, and next thing you know, it's done, it's accomplished, it's achieved. 2 for 1. But our starting point has to be right. The problem is we start with the outer and we get so exhausted. By the time we get to the inner, we have no power left. We are practicing this in a leftover time. We've made this a part-time business. No, it has to be full-time, every day. Just like we are doing the worldly stuff, we have to also connect with the universal power every single day. So that we have to put in less effort to gain more. That's called working smartly. That is the motto today. Everybody is talking in the corporate world. It's not how much you work, but how smartly you work. Well, let me tell you, yogic science is the only science in the world that teaches us the smartest way and the fastest way without trading the quality. It gets us there. And let me prove this point. If you look at medical science, the criteria for medical science has been changing from last 200 years. Every year medical science is coming out with different criteria, different medicines, different diagnoses. If you look at the music world, every year the science of music is changing. If you look at the computer world, every year the science of technology is changing. Why? Because it's trying to achieve the perfection. It was never perfect. Every year it's making continued improvement. Yogic science is the only science from day one. It originated with such perfection that no one has ever had to change anything about yogic science. It was 5,000 years ago and it's exactly the same today. Not a single modification has been done in Yoga Sutras. It's the same. This is how powerful, how accurate it was and it still is. And if it is so powerful, why should we connect sit with it and empower us and enrich our lives. So there is a saying, Uttisht Jagrit Prapya Viramya Nirodhita. It's Sanskrit. That wake up, my child, wake up and don't stop till your goal is achieved. And then it says, Ahem Brahmo Asmi. It's a Sanskrit word. What it's saying is that I am in universe and universe is in me. What that means is I carry the power of entire universe within me. And when we say universe, universe is oceans that are giving calmness, sun that's shedding its light to every corner of the world, wind that's blowing and giving oxygen to the entire world, water that's quenching our thirst and making us feel calmer, earth that's helping us to maintain our balance, and the sky that's giving us the ether, that's giving us that broader perspective. All of those powers, yogic science teaches us, I carry that within me. Ahem Brahmo Asmi. The entire universe's power is within me. My child, know it and connect with it. And once you connect with it, your life starts to flow in the right direction, the direction of light, direction of wisdom. Then we no longer have to be in the hands of this world that traumatizes us. We rise above this worldly power. We connect with this universal wisdom, and it enhances our love, it enhances our wisdom, it enhances our divinity, it enhances our positivity, it enhances our wisdom. It makes us whole. It makes us complete. And when we live life with that completeness every day, that's when we can say that we have accomplished the purpose of our life. We are on our way to fulfill all our dreams that we dreamed one day. Today they are going to be becoming a physical reality. So all of this comes when we do this yogic practice with clarity of mind in a prayerful way. So let's stand up and do yoga.